Warning! This podcast... Does anybody have my Instagram account info?
No.
Wait, I gotta take a selfie.
What's up, everyone, and welcome to the As Seen on TV podcast for iZombie. Hold on. There we go. Sorry, I was taking a selfie. Season 2, episode 12, Heal Thy Selfie. I'm your host, Dom. With me, my co-host, Nikki.
Hi.
And my co-host, Kim.
Ha!
Kim, your head's chopped off. What happened?
I noticed.
I don't know. So, what'd you guys think of this episode? It's a really bad picture.
Well.
Well.
Things happened, and they had their heads cut off, so that made Liv have to eat some media-addicted person eat their brains, and then Twitter. I gotta check it.
All of the phone stuff. All of the phones.
My flash isn't on.
It's not bright enough for you to...
I don't know.
Facebook.
I think they really only mentioned, like, Instagram, Twitter, Yelp. I don't think there was anything really on Facebook that they mentioned.
I think they made one comment about Facebook, but it wasn't like they didn't like.
Yeah.
It was all selfie. It was a lot of Instagram.
Yeah, like when she Instagrammed her sushi.
Yeah. Her brain sushi.
Her brain food. Ha!
Hashtag brain food.
Hashtag oh my god, OG.
Yeah, so this is the first time a murder came up where the heads were missing on all the victims. Yeah. So she was kind of useless in the visions department.
Mm-hmm. But she managed to figure it out anyways.
That is true. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
She did have a vision at the end.
She did, but I loved the whole setup for Ravi's pun, saying it was a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Terrible puns.
The puns.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There was a lot of like social media stuff though this episode, and you had Ravi go, "My annoying millennial speak knowledge ended with TMI," so I have no idea what you just said.
Yeah, she was using a lot of I don't even know all that lingo. I'm just confused. I'm like, okay.
153 people watched you unpack a box? How? Why?
That I had to laugh. Really. All I can think is...
To be fair, people like to know what's in boxes.
They do.
Yeah.
A lot of people...
They poke and prod.
The weirdest things. They're like, I'm going to watch you talk about nothing. Not play a game. I'm going to rather watch you do nothing.
Well, what cracked me up more is just this month, Nikki started doing Loot Crate and 1UP box unboxings on this channel. Like, they're on this channel now. You can go watch them. And it's just like Ravi felt like he was poking at that. Not Nikki exactly, but, the people that do that. Because there's a lot of people out there that do that.
Yeah, I gave him a sly eye. I was like, really? Ravi, I'm gonna kick your ass.
I thought of you in your unboxings and other people that we know that do unboxings, and just I had to laugh because people like watching those that kind of stuff. That's why podcasts do so well. People like watching people talk.
Yeah,
it's not even watching, listening in general. Some people just put it on for background noise.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
You probably could have kicked Ravi's ass though, because he spent this entire episode hungover.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
So, I don't know, what was he trying to get out of Peyton? Like, he's clearly still attached to her. He still has feelings for her.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was because she was going to him for that support. Like, he just felt like he had to because of his feelings for her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And she was just like, she was talking his ear off.
Yeah.
And she can hold her liquor.
Oh yeah.
Ravi, on the other hand,
Cannot.
Not so much.
hangover for days.
Mm-hmm.
They continued to go back and do it. Like he was just enjoying his time with her, and that's what she was doing. So,
Right.
and I mean that drinking game where every time they scream because of the zombies, I'm like, you're gonna be,
Oh my god.
you're just asking for it. That was an obvious. You're gonna be drinking the entire show.
That's why, like, the first couple times she's like, take a drink. And he's like, looks at his beer like, this is bad. But obviously he ended up doing it. But, I mean, the first couple times he just kind of, like, looked in, like, complete, utter terror at his beer like, oh no.
Well, I love now that we actually had, like, that episode of Zombie High shown that they could use footage from it. So that's exactly what they did, is they showed footage from the parts that we saw them filming and stuff. And,
Yeah.
you know, it was kind of good. Because we've been hearing about Zombie High since season 1. So now to actually be able to be like, oh, that's Zombie High without them actually saying it. You know, it's great. Like, drink every time somebody screams, and then it cuts to the school, and you're like, oh, they're watching Zombie High. So.
Yep.
Yeah. But back at Max Rager, there's some trouble in paradise. When they find out about Baracus, aka the DA that Major kind of let slide.
I don't remember. Did we see that?
Yeah.
I was trying to remember if we saw him do that.
Baracus was sitting down in a restaurant, and Major was gonna somehow get him at that point, but then, or he was on his way out, and his little boy ran up to him, and Major just kind of like turned around, like, I'm not taking this out. No, there's no way.
I remember that now. I remember.
Yeah, it was at least 3 or 4 episodes ago.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a while. I think it was before the break.
It was before the break.
Yeah, so that's probably why, because it feels like even more time has passed. But he still kind of does him in anyway. But I don't know. He's freezing him. It's the same thing. Like like that's gonna come up, and it's just a matter of time.
It is, but it wasn't that he kidnapped him this time. He kind of told him what was going on and said, I'm freezing you, you're gonna come back.
Right.
Well,
We just
he
gotta
was
figure
in a
out this
sticky situation.
Yeah.
Time,
Yep,
so.
he was, because he was the one that actually was hoarding the headless' heads in his fridge.
Yeah.
So
Well, he was saving them. He needed them.
yeah, he's gonna need them. They figured it out. The police did. So yeah, he was kind of in a bad situation, but Major wasn't gonna let him go because Baracus has a family.
Yeah, and we clearly saw this wasn't the first time that Major's froze him. Like there's a whole locker, like a whole cooler full of people. So it's like everyone that he said killed off. I'm pretty sure it's everybody on that list so far is frozen.
Yeah.
So
he sees that they're actually people, and they just, the fact that, you know, Ravi is still working on a cure to cure all, he doesn't want that to kill them off if there's a chance that they can be normal again.
Right.
So.
And, you know, I started to wonder at first, because I couldn't place, remember what exactly happened. I was like, I was thinking that maybe Major's reverting back, like he's missing, I thought maybe he was missing the zombies or something. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute, that's not what's happening.
Yeah, no, he's just compassionate, I guess.
He is.
So, I don't know, there wasn't a lot of Major humor banter this episode, which is kind of disappointing, as him and Ravi, like, are great together. And
They are. I mean,
Yeah.
he was there eating lunch with them again today.
Yeah.
This episode.
Right.
Yeah. But it was really quick. She just in there, she took the box, and that was the strange look, and that was the end of it.
I mean, I guess the humor part was how, you know, involved she was with the media stuff. Like, she really got into it. You could see, like,
Oh, yeah.
when she was writing the
Alright.
Yelp review for the burger place they go to 2-3 times a week.
It was horrible.
She's like 1 star or something. Was it 1.5 stars or
It
something?
was a 1.5 star. Yeah, it's
I always want to just like write out a review, like a critique of my meal as I'm eating it, and leave it on the table for the dining staff. Like map out a whole like series of the waitress needs to do. Like check to see if we need drink refills. 50-cent tip. You know, ask us how our meal was. $1 tip, and that like the everything that she does or doesn't do reflects the amount in which her final tip is. It'd be amazing.
just leave it on the table so she can see it every time she walks over there.
Yeah, so like you could do that with the waitress, but you could also do it with the food and be like, oh, the meal tasted well, you know, whatever. Not reflect the waitress's tip in that because, you know, that's not fair to her if the cook is having an off night or whatever. But to leave it there and be like, for the chef, and just leave it on the table, that'd be kind of funny.
There was too much salt on this one side of the dish. It has to be even and spread out. I felt that there was too much pepper on my shrimp.
Force me to eat my food counterclockwise when I clearly like to eat my food clockwise.
Exactly.
Yeah, I would just write a whole fucking review like that and leave it for the chef.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be amazing. I'm doing that the next time I go to Olive Garden.
Oh shit, that reminds me. One time we went and we ordered stuff like, I need crushed ice in my water, or I want 1 ice cube. Just 1 ice cube.
Did they do it?
Yeah.
Wow. See, I would do that to the waitress just to give her like leave a section in the tip like checkbox thing for ridiculous demand and like leave that as like $5. Like if she meets that, she earns $5. Like 1 ice cube or crushed ice. Like, even if they don't have an ice crushing machine, like actually sit there with a fucking meat tenderizer and crush the ice for you. You know, like that'd be worth it.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway,
yeah, you've done it. You've had the ridiculous demand, and she went through with it.
Yeah.
I was there. So was Kim.
What was my ridiculous demand?
Something about a pie.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. A whipped cream pie.
Yes. A whipped cream pie.
How did that turn out?
In my face.
Was it delicious?
Yes.
How much of it did you eat?
I don't think not really. I didn't eat a whole lot. I was too busy laughing, and then I flung it across the room, the table, and
Cody
Daniels got pissed off at me.
Oh, poor Cody.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, Blaine and Mr. Boss have a confrontation.
Oh yeah.
So, what'd you guys think about that?
I just think that Mr. Boss thinks he has too much sway over everybody, and it's gonna bite him in the butt. And he's not gonna see it coming.
I mean, his first name is Stacy. It's Stacy Boss. That's his name.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that's gotten out on the show yet.
I think it has.
Has it?
Yeah.
Because I was like, as soon as people get the wind of this, they're going to start ripping into him. It's like that whole Johnny Cash song, Boy Named Sue, you know?
Well, maybe that's his problem. When he was little, everyone made fun of him. So now he's all like, "Fuck all of you."
He very well could be.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably got short man syndrome because he's short.
Short man syndrome.
Yeah.
He's compensating.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't like Mr. Boss at all. Like, I just like Blaine way too much.
We're not supposed to like Stacy at all.
But we're not supposed to like
him.
Blaine either, but we do.
No, I think that's the conundrum. They want us to like Blaine.
I'm sorry. Right now it's all like, Stacy's mom, it's got it.
Huh.
You see how old he is. Can you imagine how old his mother is? Doesn't that just totally turn that song around for you?
I don't know. That song just popped in my head. Leave me alone. She's probably dead.
She's all you want, and you waited for so long.
Too long.
Yeah, you waited too long. She's probably dead. Uh,
Oh, that's
but
horrible.
I feel bad for Peyton. Like there really wasn't too much of the Peyton Blaine stuff, but that was kind of why she was drinking and everything in the first place, because she was definitely messed up from it. But I was hoping for a Peyton Blaine scene.
I mean, there kind of was, and then Liv walked in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was trying to smooth things over. He's like, it meant something to me, and she's like, you're a jerk.
Yeah, he was like, let me explain. And then he started going into it, and yeah, I was expecting more of a scene out of that, but you know.
Yeah.
It really sucks because it did. Peyton was in there was stuff going on there. Blaine was into it. Blaine was wanting more than just. It wasn't just a sex thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it made me sad because I was all rooting for it. I was like, yeah, no.
You know what? That was actually a pairing I was okay with.
Yeah, see, now I'm thinking that the zombie virus cannot be carried while it's dormant. So I'm thinking he's going to use all this time to smooth things over with her. And when he finally does, he's going to go back to zombie in the middle of them having...
And then she's going to turn to a zombie?
Love making.
Coitus.
Coitus? What is this, the Big Bang Theory now?
Yes, this is exactly that.
Okay.
Yeah, and then Peyton's going to turn into a zombie, and then she's just going to turn Ravi into a zombie.
Oh.
Ooh, triangle going on. Yeah.
Because she said she was going to do it.
Do you think she's gonna?
She wasn't
gonna.
It
was the first thing out of her mouth.
Do you think she's gonna?
I mean, it's one thing to say something like that and then do it. It's completely different.
Mm-hmm.
Because she knows how horrible it is. Yeah, she was drinking. And she knows how horrible it is for Liv. And for her to, experience that herself, I don't think she'd want Ravi to be like that too. That's just way too many brains to consume.
Yeah, but it was funny. That scene was funny when she was sitting there. She's all like, "So you turn to a zombie? I'm gonna scratch you." She was just like, "I'm scratching you."
Yep.
First thing I do.
She made that sound, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, she's.
She's just like, because I can't do this alone. Like, and she called it Team Z.
Blaine called it Team Z.
Blaine. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It was
Blaine
Blaine.
calls it Team Z.
Yeah.
It's like nobody calls it that.
Stop trying to make it a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because you have like it started with Team Edward and Team Jacob, and then now it's like Team Arrow and Team Flash, and now it's Team Z. It's like no.
See, the difference between Twilight and the Flash and Arrow is that they actually have a team of people that work together.
Right?
The teams in Twilight are just fangirls. They have no impact on the world. Nobody likes sparkly shit that,
Vampires should not fucking sparkle. Not My Little Pony.
There you go.
They are not cupcakes. You cannot order them to come with sprinkles.
Exactly.
So.
No one wants to eat him anyway. He's scrawny. Yeah.
It would be interesting to see.
What are we talking about eating Edward?
I don't know. He made reference to cupcakes, and I would, yeah.
It'd be interesting to see what Liv would be like eating Edward's brain. She'd be all like dark and brooding. It'd be terrible.
She'd be trying to jump really high and go really fast. She'll try to shy away from the light so she doesn't sparkle, but she won't. She's not a vampire.
Now I want her to have to eat the brain of some goth fangirl who thinks she's a vampire or some guy vampire or some shit.
That'd be really, really bad because sometimes they kind of have a biting fetish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of vampires do. Talk
about a goth girl, but okay.
I was gonna say a lot of vampires have biting fetishes, but I think Liv's got enough problems of her own with Drake. Because in the middle of whatever, doorbell rings, or knock at the door, doorbell, whatever, and Donnie shows up. That's when Liv has her crazy flash thing. And this is when she realizes that Blaine is the new utopium dealer.
Mm-hmm.
So, kind of puts things into perspective. I wonder how that's going to carry out with her and Drake.
Well, I mean, it seems like up to that point, he smoothed things over. He took her to see his mom. His mom gave her a makeover.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she was kind of loopy. But
she was all upset because he's like, oh, you only cancel dates when blah, blah, you know. It's like, well, you can come with me.
And she did, which was really cute because before she was like all on him for being an ex-convict. He's like, well, this happened. And
Right.
she's like, oh, well, that one isn't bad. Okay, well, all right. Let's go see your ma.
Well, I mean, I would think that she knew when she got involved with him that he was that like stuff was going on there. I mean,
Right.
To be fair, she's only ever met him when she's not exactly herself. Like, been with him. Like, the first time she met him, I don't remember what brain she was on, but she was like... Was she on the... I don't know. But
well, she
when
turned him into a zombie, remember? She's the one who turned him.
Yeah. And then, last episode, of course.
Sexy librarian brains.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, she's always kind of had, like, that extra trigger.
Yeah.
And it doesn't allow her to read people very well. I think this media brain that she got to consume allowed her to be more of herself.
Kind of.
Except for she was just addicted to being on Twitter and Instagram. I mean, the rest of it was all her.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I don't know, like, Drake smoothed everything over, but now it's going to turn into, like, Liv's going to be like, well, you used to call me on my cell phone. Late night when I need some love.
No.
Hotline bling?
No.
No.
No? Okay. Anyway, next week, the episode is called The Whopper. Liv and Detective Babinaw investigate the murder of Corey Big Fish Carp, who they learn got his nickname not because of his last name, but because he was a well-known pathological liar.
Oh.
So,
Oh,
fish.
great.
See, I caught the fish. It was this big. And then, Nikki, I was fishing the other day, and I caught a fish. It was this big. And then I was... Kim, did I ever tell you about the time that I caught the fish yesterday, and it was this big? It was, like, off... I gotta, like, lean way back. It was this big.
Was it really?
Yeah. It gets bigger every time I tell the story. Robbie makes an unsettling discovery, and Blaine is reunited with someone from his past. Meanwhile, Major finds himself in a precarious situation.
Precarious.
Precarious. Not promiscuous. Precarious.
Oh, promiscuous. That would have been okay. I would have been alright with that.
Yeah! Half naked Major.
Maybe Drake could call him on his cell phone.
I don't know, the half naked Drake this episode was okay too.
Yeah. Look at that face.
No, not into Drake.
I think she is.
No.
No?
Nah.
She's more into Crowley. Couldn't think of his name. What's the actor's name?
You know all about that too.
We'll go with Jeffrey Dean Morgan, and we'll
yes,
call it there.
let's go with that.
Yes.
Please.
You ladies have anything else for this episode?
No.
I'm good.
Let me keep my hormones in check over here.
Whoa.
Oh.
Nikki,
where can the people find you puddling over Jeffrey Dean Morgan?
They can find me on Twitter at LadyVenom24, LadyYVENOM24.
B. Where can the people find you continuously giggling about sex jokes?
Also on Twitter at HUFFITY, I got it out without tripping over myself.
You did. You did.
Tweet her all the sex jokes.
Yeah.
Tweet her your best sex joke right now. Do it. You can find me down below at Phenomenon, PHENOMEDOM.
Do 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 do.
You can find us all on Facebook, Gmail, G+, Twitter. Excuse me. And right here on YouTube at /ASOTVpodcast for some more podcasts for some of your favorite TV shows. Tell,
That was a bad one.
was
Yeah, I
it?
was about to say, like, yeah.
Was it?
Wow.
How bad was it?
I don't know.
I would say until next week, but I believe there is a break. Am I correct?
I think so.
I'm trying to
Maybe
check.
it's after this next episode is the break.
16. No, we go right through. There's no break.
Okay.
Till next week. See you guys later.
Ciao.
What are we sticking in your B?
Wait,
What?
Wait, what?
B.
What?
What are we sticking in your B?
Talking about pies again?
We're putting a pie in your B?
Oh God.
I don't even know anymore. I don't even know.
P in the B. P in the B! That sounds awful.
Yes, it does.
Oh God.